This episode was brought to you by Pentester Academy, the leader in online cybersecurity education. Join over 10,000 professionals from 90 countries to learn security online. Also brought to you by Hacker Arsenal, artillery for cyber warriors. Visit us on hackerarsenal.com to check out our latest attack defense gadgets. I'm Marley Oxenholm from Pentester Academy TV, and welcome to our show, Access Point, where we spotlight cybersecurity companies and give an inside look at the people and technology behind the latest advancements in the industry. I'm joined today by Lucas Roh, who is CEO of the company Bigstep. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for inviting us.
Absolutely. I'm excited to have you on and discuss more about the company, so let's get started.
Sure.
So first off, how did Bigstep get started, and what exactly does the company do?
So we started about 5 years ago. What we do is we provide big data platforms for companies, both large and small, to provide and we provide analytics solutions for customers. When they have data that they want to analyze, we provide solutions to do that.
Awesome, very nice. Okay, and now how do your big data solutions differentiate from other ones available on the market?
Well, we are a full stack provider, which means from the basically from the infrastructure all the way up to the integrating third-party tools onto our platform. We provide the full stack solutions. So compared to others that maybe focus on certain segments of that. So that's
very nice. Okay, cool. So now I'm wondering, as attacks become more sophisticated and attackers utilize new techniques, how does your team not just keep up but stay ahead of all these advancing threats?
Well, security has to be designed from the ground up, right? It can't be afterthought. It has to be designed from when you're building a solution, you have to think about that. So for us, and it's a cat and mouse game, right, with the hackers and the providers. So which obviously try to make sure that our solutions with security focus, with that in mind, we build our solutions and try to make sure that we try to stay ahead of the curve by obviously making sure we utilize the third-party penetration testing services, as well as making sure that our systems are as foolproof as possible, and really thinking about security from the ground up. Really, I think that having the right mindset, I think, is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you, definitely. So now what kind of companies do you guys work with?
We work with actually both enterprise as well as mid-tiers and smaller companies as well. But
nice.
We work across the entire spectrum.
Okay, and no certain factor like healthcare, finance, all across the board for the most part?
We actually been actually working a lot with retail companies.
Oh, really?
Not by design, but we've been for the past year or so has been working a lot with large retailers.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of them seem to have gotten hacked lately and suffered from security breaches. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So now I'm wondering, how can you guide companies in meeting with the GDPR requirements?
Well, for us, we ask, companies questions related to GDPR, obviously what kind of data they have. That's first and foremost. And we try to help them in terms of having them look at what type of data that they have, the source of data and who has access to those data, and then, making sure that they think about the usage and the sources of these data, and then build the solutions to make sure that they know where the data is coming from, where that is going, and whether it's really necessary as well.
Yeah, nice. Okay. And now I'm wondering, what kind of concerns has GDPR brought to light for organizations?
I think it's mostly about for them really thinking about the source of those data, right, and what type of data are getting stored. Right? So maybe in the past they may have just stored any kind of data and then just dumping into their storage, and that now they really have to think about what type of data is getting stored, and making sure that it observes the GDPR principles, the right to forget, and other types of constraint.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. And now, I'm wondering, given your experience, how has the threat landscape changed over the years to make these concerns more prevalent?
I think the biggest issue is these growth of these companies like Google, Facebook that actually have huge amount of access to a huge amount of data, and that actually makes them they can analyze down to the individual level what they're doing, what they're seeing, what they're viewing, what their taste are, interests are, and whatnot. That gives them a lot of power, and then the ability for them to potentially sell those data to third parties, like something that recently happened through the Facebook.
Yep.
And I think those are the big concerns. I think the regulators, I think that they're concerned about those as well, and they want to make sure that the privacy concerns are observed by these big companies, because of what big data allows is you can analyze and collect and analyze huge amount of data, and then actually get down to the very low level details. So something that couldn't have been done 10 years ago is now possible. So
I know it seems like an issue that we never would have thought that was going to happen, but now it is such a big issue. It's such a common problem among a lot of companies. So yeah, I agree with you on that one. And so now lastly, what do you think that the future of cloud security looks like?
I think, even at this point, cloud security is, cloud providers are really focused on security. They have to be. So security in the cloud by these major cloud providers, I'm not speaking for all the, cloud providers, but these large cloud providers, their security is very important. So I think they're actually a lot more secure compared to most organizations. So, and I think it's going to continue to be that way. So I think, would I trust data more with these major cloud providers? At least the experts in the cloud provide, platforms versus some small organizations that may not have the staff expertise to really provide good security. So I think it's good that the gap is going to continue to actually widen, where these cloud security providers will actually have upper hand in terms of providing better security protection.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're only on the uptick right now, and we're really going to start to see it move more in action over the next couple of years. Definitely.
I think so.
Yeah. Lucas, thank you so much for sitting down and speaking with me today about this. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care.
Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook so you don't miss out on any of the latest cybersecurity news. This episode is brought to you by Pentester Academy, the leader in online cybersecurity education. Join over 10,000 professionals from 90 countries to learn security online. Also brought to you by Hacker Arsenal, artillery for cyber warriors. Visit us on hackerarsenal.com to check out our latest attack defense gadgets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.